What's up, guys? Welcome back from the LG Studios here in New York City. I'm Axel Toss, joined by AxLab. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight, watching some awesome StarCraft 2 from the WCS America Premier League. That being said, MoonGlade currently up 1-0 against Maker. The players are ready. I'm hitting the start game button if that's okay with you, Mr. Nick.
Yes, let's do it.
Cool, because I can't undo it.
You gotta get us started as soon as possible.
Yes. What do you think we're going to see this game?
Well, we may see a lot of Locust die.
You think again? Surely not.
It's possible. It's possible. Actually, no, this is not a mech map. Almost no one's gonna go mech on Star Station. It's so hard to control the other corners of the maps going mech.
Yeah.
Your opponent can just expand like 3/4 of map, and you know, mech is actually really great on Aqua. It's very easy to split that map. It's one of the better mech maps.
Have you been using a lot of mech in your play?
In the beta, yeah. I played Terran in beta, and I was doing very well with it.
Why'd you switch back to Protoss?
Well, I like Protoss. I actually probably should have stuck with Terran, but I don't play many Terrans anymore, so I gotta stick with what's in my heart.
Yeah.
My heart bleeds blue, man.
That's good. Of course, I play Protoss too. A lot of people ask me what race I play, which is kind of confusing because my name is Axel Toss, so it's like it's kind of obvious. But I don't want to come out and say that because
you play those guys on a ladder. Whose names are Zerg and their names like
that's a good
names
point.
like Hydranus.
You know, that's a really good point. That's a really good point. Okay, I concede. All right, here we are in game number 2 of this best of 3. In the bottom left-hand location, we have your Red Zerg player representing Australia and Team NV. He is 1 win away from advancing on to the next match to play Illusion. He is MoonGlade. His opponent in the top right-hand location, hailing from Mexico, representing Team Chaos Latin Gamers. He's 19 years old. He's your blue Terran player, Maker.
So, Reaper opening.
Yes.
Reapers are always good. This is, of course, we talked about it before when Illusion was playing MoonGlade, that this is like a supremely good Reaper map. Because there's so much space to jump into the main. In fact, this is one of those maps where I wouldn't mind seeing players go like the proxy racks and go up to 4 or 5 Reapers and just really, really be super annoying with them.
That sounds cool.
Yeah.
I don't know if that would that work against MoonGlade though.
He gets speed kind of fast, but the thing is that if you have 4 or 5 Reapers, sometimes you can just keep killing units and they can never get that clump of speed units they need. I mean, it comes down to micros, bottom line. I think it could still work. It's something. Maybe it would. MoonGlade's really shown great anti-Reaper play.
So, how do you think Maker is going to approach this game?
So I mean, I already said he's not going to go mech on this map.
Right.
Well, nothing's 100%, but it's very unlikely. This is not a great map for mech. He likes drop play a lot, so I suspect we'll see a similar game to what Illusion showed. Now, can he pull it off? This is, of course, the map Illusion. This is Illusion beat MoonGlade on this map using some great drop.
Oh
play.
yeah, that was a great game.
Can Maker do the same? I don't know, but I think we're going to see a similar style.
And I think if MoonGlade doesn't catch wind of the mech again, I think he might go for that roach play that we were talking about that he used against Illusion. That was really darn good.
Yes. Well, even versus mech will open roaches because you do. It's very, very difficult to go straight to Stormos against mech. I mean, there's some pushes that can really catch you off guard if you try.
Well, I'm wondering about his decision not to go for that roach bust last game. I'm trying to think back.
Wait,
remember he was starting to do that?
Yeah.
And he canceled?
Yep.
Nice, Reaper staying alive there. So I'm wondering if he decides to, in fact, go for that roach play this game.
Could be. Could be. You know, it might have to come with being predictable or not, right?
That's true. I mean, he has to know, you know, Maker probably saw those games and might be expecting it. So. Well, the 2 Reapers are being controlled very well thus far. Units lost is 3-0. Might get a drone and does get a drone. Try to snag
Reapers
another.
are so annoying on this map.
Oh yeah, they can run everywhere. There's even a little pathway that was literally made just for the Reaper back here.
We call it the Reaper pathway.
Yeah.
So they can jump up and then see what's around and continue on there.
Yep.
There was a point in the beta when they could actually see up cliffs.
Yes.
So they could know if there was units waiting there.
Yeah.
That was kind of...
that was removed for a good reason, I think.
Yeah.
Speed is done, though, so obviously the Reapers aren't going to want to be frolicking around the map too long. SCV
You know, it's
saying help.
it's so rare you see Reapers get caught by speedings on the map nowadays. I remember when people were first doing the Reaper openings, they would like consistently, it's like, how much damage could you get done before speedings kill the Reapers?
You get bloodthirsty, man.
Yeah.
You just show, all right, one more drone. You're like, oh man, the Lings, they're out.
Tyrants have learned though.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're evolving species
Tyrants
and
are
they're
adapting.
Yeah, they're not losing. They're knowing exactly when to pull those guys back to make sure they don't take any further losses. And it's interesting because MoonGlade's adapting to that, but not actually making his speedings for a little bit while. He's delaying him even longer because like he's gonna run away anyway. Why should he just make more drones, right?
Drones are good.
Yeah.
We see both these players playing relatively defensively right now. We got, of course, you don't want to be, again, we just talked about why you don't want to be out and about on the map if you don't know exactly what's going on. But now that he has 6 Hellions here, he's going to feel comfortable to start doing a little bit of roaming to find out, you know, what's my opponent up to? Does he have a third? How fast is his creep extending? We see the 2 evolution chambers being started here.
You know, this is looking really similar to that Roach bus build. And this is such a great map for it. And in fact, if Maker tries to take a third base anytime in the first like 12 minutes, he's going to be in trouble.
Queen needs to back up.
Nice micro from both sides, actually. Oh, look at that. Avoiding the Spine Crawler.
Queen!
Hey, the Spine Crawler is not even shooting once. Look at that. Look at that move by Maker.
Yeah. The Hellions sneaking right into the natural expansion. When you're doing a timing like this, every drone is so important. This can't happen. And the Hellions trying to track down the drones. A little bit of juking going down, ring around the hatchery, but a lot of drones getting fried away. These Hellions still have so much life. They're still very much alive.
I mean, the timing's done.
It can't happen now.
No, it can't. There's no timing.
16 workers killed. Income is 36 to 29, and now MoonGlade has to change up some stuff.
I mean, he has to go pure drones and just try to play like a longer game and make some comebacks. But it's going to be so tough. The upgrades are great for Maker.
Is Maker like, all right, I think I have a timing now? Barracks. Or was it just...
No, it was just he was busy.
Yeah,
his upgrades were actually very later than they should have been too. He just was busy microing. He wasn't.
Which is forgivable.
Yeah,
when you're getting that many drones killed, it's very important. You really focus on those Hellions.
So I mean, MoonGlade is going to be in trouble unless Maker does something like he overextends his army too early.
Yeah. We're still seeing the plus and miss, by the way.
And actually, you know, Maker's never built there. Okay, there's a starport. Starport was significantly late this game, which means that the lower the medevac count is, the much more dangerous it is for Terran to be out about because they can't pick up those units.
Yeah.
So speed roaches are always a very big threat to.
He's still going to try to go for that timing.
Well,
it looks like.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still a timing. Obviously, it's going to be a little bit later, but it could definitely still do damage. But you know, this is a situation
with
where
the yeah. And on this map, it's like if Maker tries to take a third too early, he can still maybe punish him. But like he's just now building roaches, right? And ideally, he would have already started it. 54 drones is pretty much where you want to be at. I think before he was on 60. But he can't wait any longer to start the roach production because he really needs to get those numbers out to punish that third when it moves down. And it's on the Maker to recognize this and to not move down until all these barracks really start producing their units and he gets a very nice bio army to complement his bunkers and widow mines.
All right, we got plenty of widow mines here from Maker, starting to really churn out that bio. Doesn't have a lot of units on the field right now.
He still hasn't built.
Like, he only has 2 Marauders and 4 Marines right now.
Yes.
But in production, 2 Marauders. So he's like, his entire army is in production. He's up by 100% right now as far as army value is concerned. Just now, after that, those units pop.
And that Marauder count, 2 at a time, is actually very, very smart against an opponent you believe is going roaches.
Well, he just went back into Marines. So he has it. Oh, there's a scan. That's going to be an important scan. Sees nothing. Oh, well, he saw a roach popping out, so I guess that's... And it was speed. He saw a roach with speed.
Yeah, and this late... A roach being popped out this time means it wasn't just a few early to defend.
Yeah, that's a good point. 15 drones, by the way.
You know, these are his first 2 medevacs. He actually just didn't build medevacs for a very long time.
And the starport, I think, was a little bit late on the later side.
A lot of widow mines.
He's going to be pulling out here. Let's see the units count. So 26 roaches on the field here for MoonGlade. He's yet to really push out across the map with them. 5 more in production after making about 12 drones. So he just went up to 67 harvesters. And it gets a composition like this. I don't know if roaches, like, sure, there's a lot of space to work with here. But
the bio is going to be just too,
it's going to be 2-2
just too much
when it hits.
he might hit. He's gonna hit.
Oh, I guess he
right
can hit.
before,
Yeah.
But I think there's just too many Widow Mines, too many Marauders, and too many Marines. Ideally, the Zerg's up by a 20 to 30 supply with this attack because, of course, Roaches are so cheap, right? The Larva Mechanic can boost away very quickly. But he doesn't have that supply advantage. He's only up by 10 right now.
Stim. There's a Stim. Marines Marauders. Lots of Marines Marauders. Going to kite back, letting the Widow Mines do their damage. And the medevacs are here. 4 in total. And again, Stim Marines Marauders, it's very tough to run from an army like this. But don't want to overextend past those medevacs. And you don't want to run into a trap. So he's going to back up. And again, Maker's happy being on 3 bases. It's not like he wants to necessarily push out across the map. Until maybe even he, like 2-2 is done. Maybe even when he gets maxed, honestly. Might wait that long.
He could have a very good 2-2 timing. Or yeah, like I said, he can max. There's no hurry.
Yeah.
Right. Against Roach Hydra, you can actually just, if you max bio and you're selling Roach Hydra, you just win the game. Like, if you just pull your army all together, you make sure you have 200 food or 200 food, Roach Hydra can't beat you. I mean, typically, before it gets to that point, Zergs either make sure there's many trades, or they have Vipers or Infestors added in, right? But with the way MoonGlade's playing from behind, he may not get those Infestors or Vipers out in time. In fact, I don't think he will. I think he's taking those out of his scope, just because he knows he's a little behind.
This is really cool play here from Maker. This all started with that Hellion run by It Is One of Natural Expansion in a situation where he's just able to kind of extend his lead. Like, he's already maxed. He's got 3-3 underway. Now, MoonGlade isn't too far behind in upgrades, but if we're talking about unit composition versus unit composition... Oh, careful. You gotta burrow those. And he does have Drilling Claws, it looks like. Unless
no.
Okay.
Or did yeah.
No, he doesn't. Alright, the Marines and Marauders coming for the Roach is going to turn around and engage. The Widow Mines need to get burrowed, and MoonGlade is going to continue backing up, just trying to delay this push as long as possible, but these are powerful bio units. They're heading straight for that 4th base. The Widow Mines is going to try to cover the retreating path. The Overseers are here.
Oh, I like how he keeps a small group of units back so that he can't just send one Roach to deactivate Widow Mines, right?
That's a great point.
And then he sends the rest of the army to knock out that hatchery. Really, really well played by Maker there. Very heads-up control.
All right. Here he comes. Straight towards MoonGlade's army. MoonGlade going to try to spread out and get that concave. A very good concave, but so many Marines and Marauders in this competition.
The Widow Mines are burrowed.
Look out for the explosions. Great shots onto the Hydras, but I'm not sure if that's going to be enough. He might just lift and run off. Well,
or
it might be enough. Yeah, Marauders. Well,
so close.
He's very indecisive. Is he going to say the last Marauder?
I mean, the bottom line is
that's a good trade. Like, he killed his opponent's 4th, which is probably the most important part of that push. And then behind this, don't worry, he's making stuff. So I'm a little bit surprised he didn't. Okay, he did get a 4th, so he's going to go secure that 4th base. So keep retaining that economic advantage. And 3-3 is about to finish. During all of that, MoonGlade never continued with 3-3. He doesn't have a hive yet. He doesn't have an infestation pit yet.
Definitely. MoonGlade's stuck on very low tech. And the last situation, it took about 300 food to MoonGlade to take down that 200 food army. He had to constantly replace units, and that's why, of course, he's still down by 50 food now. The medevac survived. Maker's back for the next attack. Not quite 3-3 yet, but I don't think he even needs 3-3.
And no spellcasters here. It's not like we have infestors that can be really cost efficient to help against this army, and this is a lot of bio. He's almost 3-3. He's going to engage before, and that's not a bad decision because this Zerg army is going to get swept away by these Marines and Marauders, and Maker is going to clean up MoonGlade in Game 2, takes the victory, and he evens up this series at 1 apiece. And it all started with that Hellion run by. Something as small, as simple as that can really change the momentum of a game that much, where, you know, obviously you have to start remaking drones. It can pretty much ruin your initial early game plan, which I think was that Roach timing. That all of a sudden, right when that happened, that timing isn't going to be there.
Yeah, it really wasn't. And MoonGlade, after losing those drones, he still tried that same timing, but it's just way too much Terran. I mean, there was like 8 Widow Mines, so much bio, and the timing had no chance at all. You know what Maker's really impressed me with is his unit control. Even in the first game where he lost versus MoonGlade, he was actually controlling his units very, very well. It was just the decisions of to move the tanks down the hill, and then, of course, to not transition to use a more mobility-based playstyle.
Yeah.
But his micro is really exceptional.
It
From even when he was using the Widow Mines and he's kept a few units to protect them.
Yeah,
and
that's a really smart decision.
Really, really good unit control from Maker.
Pretty entertaining games we got going on here. We got a tie series. The winner of this next game will move on to play Illusion. The loser will be out of the Premier League and into the Challenger League. Guys, we got MoonGlade versus Maker. Stay tuned. Game 2 coming up. Game 3, I should say, coming up.